Hey y'all, it's the Lady Empath 1111, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Queen of Kings Tarot, where behind every king is his queen. That is us, divine feminine. Of course, our kings are the divine masculine. Y'all, grand rising. My voice is a little tired, y'all. I've been traveling this weekend, but I wanted to make sure I got your message out, y'all. It's the beginning of a new week. All right. Even though these readings are timeless, we know that we just came out of the new moon. Right? New intentions. Let me know in the comments what intentions you set. All right. But I do have a channeled message, y'all. I had a dream. So I woke up this morning and I heard God say that your prayers have broken the bond of lack and poverty off of the lives of everyone that you come in contact with. That is your channel message. It's just your energy. It's just your aura. When you come around people, you begin to show them a better way of living, a better way of thinking. It's your energy and your aura that changes lives, is what I'm hearing, right? You are being elevated to the next level. And because you are being elevated, those around you are being elevated as well, if they want. And that's what people have to understand, right? We all have free will. And when you exercise free will, that is you either making a decision to move how God showed you to move or go in the direction that your mind is leading you. But when you get to a point where you encounter such a powerful human being as you are, right? Then people begin to understand that they don't really have a choice, right? There's something about your energy, divine feminine, that has broken the spirit of lack, the spirit of poverty off of those around you, because you encourage people to want more. You encourage them to want better. You show them the highest version of themselves. And when you do that, that's an activation. And that's what I'm hearing. There's a specific divine masculine who could have been decisive in the past on what direction they wanted to go. But there's something here about the way that you have prayed for this person, the way that you stood in the gap, the way that you continue to believe in this person that has pushed them into making a decision. Yeah, and this was a very difficult decision, y'all. This isn't something that's easy. I do feel like the period between the full moon and this new moon, right around the crescent moon. So go back and see if you can see the dates of the last crescent moon, because I'm seeing that those dates were very significant. I am seeing someone here, though, who had to make a very difficult decision, right? And that's choosing between two paths. And it's almost like no matter what you chose, someone was going to be hurt. It's a difficult decision, a very, very difficult decision. It's almost like choosing the best of the worst is what I'm seeing. But you maintained your energy. You maintain, I hear black girl magic, and it's not to say that everyone is black who's watching this, but whoever you are housing what we in the culture call black girl magic. Yeah, it's something about you at this time that's very magical. And because of that, you're standing in the energy of knowing who you are, right? You're someone who's strong. You're someone who's confident. You could connect with sunflowers. You've seen a lot of hills. You've seen a lot of difficulties. You've been through a lot of challenges. Sometimes you felt like you were standing alone. And when you look down, everything looks like gray concrete. Like I'm hearing concrete roads. Yeah. Harlem could be significant. I'm hearing Harlem, New York, Brooklyn, New York. But it's like a concrete rose where you are growing out of the concrete. And as you grow out of the concrete, you understand more specifically and directly the power of who you are. You are wielding a magical wand within you. And when you begin to understand that, you begin to also understand your power. This was not without its challenges, is what I'm seeing. You know, there's a lot of times that you had to release even your own free will, right, in order to allow God to transform something within you. Well, the transformation that has taken place within you has also taken place within a divine masculine I see in your life. And see, this could have been situations where you felt like you were giving and giving and giving, and you were never going to receive that which you had been given out. God is coming to tell you at this time that it does not, I'm not going to say, I'm going to tell y'all how I'm hearing it, right? It's like you're giving and giving and giving, right? But then it's like you wake up one day and you realize that the idea that you will never receive what it is that you are giving was a falsity. It was almost a subconscious fear. It was not real. See, when we give and we give and we give and we wait to receive, a lot of times we do not see that we have received is what I'm getting. It's almost like you received your present and you didn't even realize you received it because you were waiting. But it's in the waiting that you did not realize that you already have what you have been waiting on. That's what's taking place at this time. You're beginning to release some type of subconscious fears around lack, around not receiving what it is that you want. And it's almost like as you begin to stand in the transformation of who you are, you begin to break the lack mindset and the poverty mindset off of your divine counterpart. I am seeing a divine union. And I see where you beginning to sit in the confidence of who you are and release any type of fears around not receiving what you want from this divine masculine has actually begun to bring something new. Yeah, there's a transition that's taking place, and it had a lot to do with you transforming your mind as well about your ability to give and receive. See, when we let go or detach from the need to know when we're getting back what we have poured out, right? When are we going to receive? I keep hearing somebody say, when is it my time, right? When is it my time? Is when you begin to release that it becomes your time. It is your time, divine feminine. It is your time. You're transitioning away and letting go of emotional baggage that has stopped you. But in this transition, what you're moving on to, right, is a release from anything that has made you feel like you weren't enough, right? See, when you begin to break your own lack mindset, when you begin to transition your perspective on how you feel about giving and receiving, and you turn your back on anything that does not give to you in the manner that you give to it, not only did you break that lack mentality or mindset off of your life, you also broke it off of your divine union, right? And this is for, if you're not in a union, guys, this is you breaking that before you meet your person, or you breaking the lack mentality off of your family, generations and generations, right? So that you can be the foundation of stability that you never had. See, you are bringing justice and closing out cycles in your life, right? This is the cycle of emotional instability or physical instability. For a lot of times, guys, you cannot feel emotionally supported if you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, right? If you don't know how things are going to pan out financially for you, this still keeps you in balance, right? There's an imbalance. I'm seeing 757, right? So when you begin to change and walk into your spirituality, 7 is the number of spirituality, 5 is the number of change. When you begin to walk, change your perspective, walk by faith, realize that these cycles are cyclical, meaning that they will end. It's not forever. I'm seeing Aquarius and Scorpio, Taurus energy, Capricorn, Leo as well. You begin to balance some things out in your life when you begin to realize that the stuck energy or the financial instability, right, that you've been going through is a cycle, and it was waiting on you to make some type of decision about what it is that you wanted and how you were going to move towards your own happiness. That's you beginning to introspect, right? You beginning to understand what is before you, but what is coming behind you as well. And no longer dwelling on what you do not have, but beginning to realize what you do have. I'm seeing a downtown area. Someone could live in Atlanta. I'm seeing someone could live in a metropolitan downtown areas. I'm seeing skyscrapers. What you're realizing is that you are the key to your own happiness. You are the key to your own inner alignment. And it's when you begin to realize that for yourself is when you stop focusing on what you lost and begin to realize what you still have available. It is your prayers that has begun to change. It is your prayers that has begun to allow some union, I'm saying, in your life come together. It's because when you change your perspective and you realize your value and worth, I do see a divine masculine here who has begun to realize their value and worth, and that comes from you. See, this is someone who did not feel like they were your equal. Yeah, they didn't feel like they were your equal. There were a lot of fears. There were a lot of anxiety is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone up late at night. I'm seeing someone who is covering their face in fear, and they really did not understand what you saw in them. This is someone who lacked confidence themselves. It's like they literally saw you as the opposite of themselves. Like the complete opposite. They felt, but this was fear. They felt like they couldn't make you happy, or that they would never have happiness, because this is someone who's never seen happiness in that way. And when they began to realize that, they began to let their guards down. This is someone who could have been very guarded when they met you, but there's something about your energy that allowed this person to release the fears and become more vulnerable with what it is that they want. A lot of this has to do with the passion that you have ignited within this person. That's a passion to live, but not just live, y'all. That's a passion to live fully and freely in who they are. Because as you, divine feminine, begin to live fully and freely in the essence of who you are, you also begin to allow your divine masculine to do the same. And this is someone who is beginning to let their walls down, let their guards down, and release the fear of not being enough. Y'all, that's the lack mindset. When you meet someone and you trigger them to grow and to elevate, the first thing the devil and people tell them is, why divine feminine want you? What are you bringing to the table? What are you, and it begins to take a toll on your person's confidence. It takes a toll on their perspective or view on how they see themselves, because if you're dealing with someone who has you on a pedestal, they don't see themselves worthy as you as well. And I do see that's what was taking place within this divine masculine. I'm seeing someone who had you on such a pedestal that they didn't even feel like they were worthy of your love, your affection, your attention. This is someone who now has begun to let their guards down and understand that they are worthy of happiness. They are worthy of the love that they seek. This is what your prayers has done. I see a divine feminine who on their knees began to pray and say, can you show them how much I love them? Can you show them how worthy they truly are? And a lot of times, y'all, we don't know how our prayers do lead. I hear the effectual, fervent prayers of the righteous avail much. What does that mean? Your prayers, your meditations, they are effectual, but it's through the fervency. What does that mean? The continuous prayer, the continuous meditation, the continuous understanding of what divine love will do. See, divine love brings into alignment the things that the world feels like can't, right? The world can't bring things into alignment, but your prayers, your meditation, and your connection to God through source has brought into alignment everything that your heart desires. And that's what's taking place for you. Even when you felt like you didn't know where you were going, and you felt like people were never going to work with you, collaborate with you to build, there was a lot that came against you is what I'm seeing, and came against this divine union. A lot of third-party interference, a lot that plagued financial stability as well as the emotional stability within a divine connection. Yeah, a lot of it is. It is. You could be seeing 333, but I'm seeing a lot that came against the union to say, hey, we don't want y'all to work together. We don't want y'all to be happy. You'd be surprised, right? But these are people around you who lack their own inspiration. They have a lack of understanding of who and what it is that they want for themselves. So when you find someone who lacks their own inspiration, their own desires to move forward, they don't want to see you move forward either. There's definitely a lot of third-party interference and a releasing. Yeah, definitely could be seeing 333, y'all, right? But there's a lot of releasing of third-party interferences. There's a releasing of heartbreak that's taking place. And there's also a releasing of the lack mindset. See, a lack mindset is what prohibits or prevents, confirmation from the birds chirping, right? A lack mindset stops you from working together cohesively as a team. See, a lack mindset says if I go get it on my own, it will always be mine. Whereas a collaborative mindset says, hey, I can get it. My person can get it with God in the center. That is the three, right? That is the three, right? When you get the three together, what you're building is sustainable. It's wealth. It's legacy building. And now that's what your person is beginning to understand. But there was definitely, I'm seeing someone in the background, could be an air sign, karmic feminine energy, right? That was keeping your person in some type of juggle mentality of coming into union. But was past energies that I'm picking up. Yeah, child, the birds are talking. Are y'all listening? The birds are talking. Are y'all listening? Because this juggling mentality had to be released. But this does come from some type. Look, y'all, the trash man is here. I hear taking the trash out, y'all. If y'all hear that in the background, that's the garbage man. Yeah, the karmic is here. But the garbage man is taking the trash out on some type of karmic interference of a divine union. Yeah. See, there's a releasing of heartbreak that had to take place. This is a divine union. And the garbage man had to come and take the garbage out because it was keeping someone in this juggling energy. And now I'm seeing where balance has been restored because of who you are. See, I heard you didn't get off of your queen. You know who you are. And when you sit in the confidence of knowing who you are, I have the empress here. When you walk in the very God essence of who you are, that is the goddess. I hear goddess glow up. You are in your goddess glow up energy. And because you are in that goddess glow up energy, the signs, the synchronicities, y'all better pay attention today. Pay attention to birds. The birds are chirping. There is a conversation that's taking place in the heavens between you, God, your ancestors. And this conversation is taking place to remind you that God will always come and take the trash out, is what I'm hearing. Yes, God will always come and take the trash out. And your prayers have allowed the trash to be taken out. And this divine masculine who felt like they were not enough, who felt like they were not worthy of the love, is beginning to understand the healing energy, right, that you brought to this divine union, the healing energy that has allowed them to release any type of hurt or betrayal that has prohibited them from taking the journey to divine union, as well as the journey to their own spiritual awakening. And that's what's taking place in this divine masculine at this time. There is a release, right, of judgment to make some type of decision, because we do have a divine pair. I have the emperor and the empress. This is the very God and God essence of source, of divine source energy. And it has come through your prayers. It has come through the awakening and the understanding and heeding the call of the divine to say that I am going to continue to pray. See, the empress prays for the emperor. The empress prays for the emperor. And the empress understands that some things don't require fighting. Some things don't require arguing. But some things require the assistance of the divine to bring into alignment. And when you, divine feminine, understand that it is not by might and it's not by power, but it's by the strength and the love and the prayers of you, the divine feminine, the effectual, fervent prayers of the righteous will always avail. And your prayers has broken the poverty and lack mindset of your divine masculine. This is a beautiful union. It's all coming together. Don't stop praying. Don't stop believing. Know and understand that everything is fine and that you have a new beginning in love, and there is no lack among you. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath, 1111.